Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down carry now for Crowell. And Crowell lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Got him in, it's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Flacco from the gun. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
First carry now for Alex Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on second down. A screen complete to Crowell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They'll throw here. Kaiser to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. second down following the run. Here's Kaiser. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Kaiser. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Flacco here on second down. Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
On play action, Kaiser. down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. And now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down, they go with Dixon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Flacco. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Going underneath for Crowell. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. They go play action. Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. Play fake. Kaiser. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Caught here left side by Brent. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The red zone now. Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down, Flacco now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So a 3rd and 8. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Howard Wilson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down now after the pass completion. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Dixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Flacco. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll try to counter with Dixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. To pass, Flacco. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Kaiser now. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Kaiser on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Willie Henry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Final minute now of the third quarter. Kaiser now on second down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Kaiser. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find out play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll try and eat some clock with Lacey. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Flacco here on second down. And a grab here by Gilmore. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On the toss play, this is Dick. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB, gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Flacco. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Play clock winding down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Kaiser now from the 50. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Here we go.
On second down, Kaiser again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, Kaiser under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Here's the first down run with Collins. Shoves him away. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Dixon on the give from Flacco. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Red zone opportunity. Flacco gives off to Dixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.